is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. May God be with you all.
We're here with the state champions, Brett Froendt of Omaha Westside. Coach, first of all, getting that first state championship since the early 80s, what was last year? What did it mean just for the program, the community, everybody involved with Westside?
Yeah, incredibly gratifying, right? Validation for the program, but for the community, it was great. Obviously, we had a good year in 2019, but didn't finish, and the kids came back. We had great leadership that year, and it kind of sprung board from there, and a lot of the mental lessons we learned from that year really helped this team. So coming into 20, we expected to be there again, and the kids finished, so had a great year. And you always have to have a little luck along the way as far as injuries and things like that. We kept people healthy, and of course getting to the COVID situation was quite an event for all coaches and all teams. But we were lucky enough to play and lucky enough to win it all.
And I know you don't want to look too far ahead, but it looks like your run's going to really continue. I mean, you've got some really good young talent. I mean, you might have had the best freshman group in the city.
Yeah.
I mean, how optimistic are you on the outlook for
Yeah,
Westside?
we're certainly excited, right? And we're trying to do a lot of different things to make those things happen. But yeah, we're excited about the kids that are in the program. We're just concentrate right now in 2021, getting those kids ready to play, because those freshmen are going to have to contribute this year for us, because that senior class this year is leaving a big hole. So excited for them to fill the gaps and see what we get, what kind of productivity we get out of them.
You lost a lot, but you gained you still return one of the best running backs in the
Right.
state of Nebraska, and Dom Rizek, and he's a kid that basically grew up with Westside athletics.
Right.
I mean, what did he do for you last year, and what does it mean to have him back another season?
Yeah, consistency, toughness, and of course talent, right? We just played him pretty much on one side of the ball this year on offense, and after his sophomore year, kind of bouncing him back and forth. So that consistency helped him get better, and as the year went along, he got stronger. He still played half the season with turf toe, had an injury in the playoffs, but he's the type of kid who's still going to go out there and put it on the line. And so excited to have him back, leadership, talent, and we're just going to build off him, because when you got somebody like him, you're going to center your offense around him.
I mean, he's a guy that you're comfortable saying you might have 30 touches.
Sure, absolutely. And that's, again, when you got a running back that's willing to carry the load, you're going to put a lot on him. And that's why we're not going to play him too much on the other side, more than likely, as much as he'd like to. But he needs a full tank of gas every time he goes out there. So we're gonna see what he can do his senior year.
And then it seems like every year Westside has this classic Wes Welker slot guy that, I mean, I feel like you have one every, and you've got another good one in Grant Goyette. How big of a part is he going to be as a receiver, especially with what you lost?
Yeah, his work ethic is just off the charts, and so his route running, he works. He goes in after games and goes up in the field and starts catching balls. He's just never happy with what he's been doing. So that work ethic's rubbed off on the rest of the guys around him and the team, and so we got quite a few guys that are really willing to step into that role and catch balls next year. But not just that, he's a heck of a presence on the perimeter as a blocker, and that was one of the reasons we had a lot of success this year, was his physicality on the outside with Kobe and Avante. And so he's a leader by example. He doesn't say a whole lot, but he goes out there and plays hard every day.
And then at the quarterback position, you might have had one of the best backups in the state, because he's playing behind the best guy in the state, arguably, in Cole Payton. But Colby Brown, son of former Husker and NFL kicker Chris Brown, is he going to be a real surprise, you think, in Class A football, since he didn't get a lot of varsity snaps last year?
Yeah, I think he will be. I don't think too many people know who he is, but they really didn't get to see him. So I'm excited about him. I told people all along last year, if Cole went down, Colby could win games and win a championship for us, because he's a good football player. He's heady. He reads defenses very well, and he understands leverage. So he gets rid of the ball even quicker than Cole did. So he's got some assets and some abilities that I think people are going to be surprised with, and we're excited to see where it goes.
And then Tommy Conley was an all-metro linebacker for you guys. I mean, a key piece that's going to probably, you build your defense around.
Sure, yeah. Tommy and Jack Wimmer and Ty Kiefer, who got hurt just as the playoffs started, they're going to provide the foundation for what this team did this year, and bring some talent back to us in key positions that we're going to need this year to be successful. So, yeah, Tommy's we've had a lot of Conleys go through, and he's the fastest of them, and he's getting bigger already. They've all had a kind of a streak between the junior and senior year where they really gained in size, and he's taken advantage of that with really hard work. So excited to see what he does the senior year for sure.
Yeah, you mentioned Jack. Describe Jack now too.
Jack
Wimmer.
Jack Wimmer. You know, he's been a sophomore starter since he's a sophomore as a corner. Very reliable, and I don't think that's going to be his college position, but he's been reliable there. He works hard at it. He's got great speed, and now he's getting good size. So we can throw him at several different positions on defense. So we'll see this going into the senior year, what we do with them based on some of the younger talent we have coming up.
And then Ty Kiefer, another guy in that defense you're going to build around. He's only a sophomore right now, but safety, receiver, plays a little bit of everything for you.
We started putting him in defense about second or third game of the year, and he just gotten better. He's very fast, great instincts back there for the ball, and he played his best game, game 9 of the season when he got hurt, and so blew his knee out and finished the season. But he's got a high upside for next year, so we're excited to get him back on the field.
How many sophomores do you think could start or have a shot to start?
That's difficult. We don't do a whole lot of counting, to be honest with you.
But it could be. I mean, you could have a number of.
We could. I'll be honest with you, but we haven't sat down and done that count. We'll see how they develop. We'll see how strong they get, and how it's mostly about confidence too, right? Can they get out there and mix it up with the big boys? So. In the off season, we're working hard to get them involved, and they got to put some strength and some weight on to make it happen. So certainly they'll get the opportunity, and we told them that.
What was the freshman team record this year for you?
They were undefeated.
And did they have a close game all year?
No, not really.
So
Millard South, I think, was within 15 or 20 or something like that. Yeah.
So it's going to be a fun group to.
Yeah, it's a fun group, but again, it's a big step from freshman to varsity, and they got to, and we told them not to get caught up in that success because. If they don't come back and work hard, they'll get thumped, and it doesn't matter how good they are talent-wise because everybody else in the metro catches up, And we've made it to the state championship without a ton of talent, so do other teams. So you just got to work hard, and good things will come with the talent.
Well, Coach, congrats on the year you guys had. Looking forward to seeing you guys again here in 2021.
You bet. Appreciate it, Sean. Thank you.
Thank you.